Sarah Rugheimer, who is an astrophysicist professor at York University, to talk more about the science behind it all. Sarah, thank you so much for being here. Can you explain just how rare this sort of eclipse is?
Yeah, so eclipses don't happen every month, even though the moon goes between us and the sun every month. But that's because the moon's orbit is tilted. So it's only about once every 18 months that they happen anywhere on Earth. And to happen again in Toronto, you're not going to see an eclipse till 2399. That's 375 years from now. We're not going to be here. We'll have another one in Canada in 2044 in Western Canada.
Let's talk about that, because we got to talk to our Western peeps right now, because they're going, path of totality, really? Like you were cruel to us. So here's the situation today. This is how it's going to exhibit itself later today when the eclipse happens. Let's talk more about the term totality and what that means and some of the misconceptions about it.
Absolutely. So I think the main misconception I see is that people think that a 99% eclipsed sun is 99% of the experience, when actually it's a real binary. You're either inside totality or not for getting that awe experience of seeing the corona with your safely with your naked eye. It's the only time that it's safe to remove the eclipse glasses is in the path of totality during totality. At all other points, or if you're outside the path, you need to safely use those eclipse glasses 100% of the time.
Sarah, you just gave us one very good tip. Do you have any more good tips on how we can enjoy this eclipse safely?
Absolutely. Take out your kitchen colander or just poke a hole through a sheet of paper and make a little pinhole camera. Maybe you can poke out your name or your kids' names and take a photo of the partial eclipses as they happen through the day. And don't worry too much about the clouds because of the changing temperatures. Sometimes right before totality, those will lift. And so that's what we're hoping for anyone who is getting a little nervous. The temperature will drop, the condensation point will change of where clouds form. Hopefully we'll get to see those clouds part for totality.
Okay. All right. Sarah, astrophysics professor, Sarah Rugheimer at York University. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.